Okay, welcome to the course. I'm Dr. Chris Rogetsky, and I'm excited to guide you through leadership supervision and consultation and counseling this semester. I'm going to go over some of the basics of the class, and then we'll take time to get to know each other and answer some general course questions. So who am I? If you don't know me, my professional journey spans over 25 years, and I have experiences in leadership, program innovation, and basically supporting diverse student populations. My academic credentials, as you can see, include a doctorate in leadership and organization from Penn, along with some specialized training from Harvard and Manhattan College. And additionally, I had the honor of being a Heritage Scholarship recipient at Union Theological Seminary, where I studied divinity and ministry, further deepening my understanding of service in leadership and community settings. Currently, I am the program director here at Manhattan University and visiting assistant professor of counseling and therapy. And I oversee graduate programs designed to prepare students for the challenges of things like counseling leadership. In parallel, I also took a position this year to serve a part-time position serving as Director of Counseling at LaSalle Academy, where I help students navigate their academic and career paths, hopefully successfully. So this course will provide a unique opportunity to explore leadership and supervision through a trauma-informed lens, preparing you for impactful roles in the counseling field. And I look forward to engaging with each of you and sharing insights from my journey, hearing about your journey to enrich our collective learning experience. So the required texts have been selected by me to provide what I think is a balance of theoretical and practical knowledge. So Hefner and Cohen's workbook, which I'll talk about in just a moment, offers hands-on tools for implementing strength-based supervision, while Knight and Borders' text provides an in-depth exploration of trauma-informed approaches. So we'll talk about both books in a moment. I just want to mention that all assignments and resources are accessible via Moodle to keep you organized and informed throughout the course. So make sure you're regularly checking Moodle. So as I'm going to transition now to discussing the books that I chose for this course, I wanted to share with you the reasoning behind these selections. To me, each book was carefully chosen to serve as a cornerstone for our exploration of leadership, supervision, and consultation and counseling. The readings, in my opinion, aim to build a robust foundation in trauma-informed supervision, which I think is central to effective leadership in the field. And the texts abridge, as I mentioned earlier, theory and practice, so they offer us actionable insights that you can apply to real-world scenarios. So additionally, the selected books reflect diverse perspectives and address a variety of unique contexts, from cultural dynamics and systemic inequities to ethical challenges in supervision. And this diversity, I think, will ensure that our discussions will be rich and multifaceted, preparing you to tackle the complexities of trauma-informed care and leadership in your own careers. So by engaging with these texts, you'll not only deepen your knowledge, but also develop critical skills to navigate the cultural, systemic, and practical challenges of supervision in leadership and counseling. And let's dive into the rationale behind these selections and how they align with our course goals. So the first book was chosen as a core reading because it provides an essential foundation for understanding trauma-informed supervision in counseling, and it's edited by two leading scholars, Carolyn Knight and Deanne Borders, and this text explores the complex dynamics of supervision in contexts where trauma is a significant factor. So the book's comprehensive approach aligns perfectly with the goals of this course, which include preparing you to be leaders and supervisors who can navigate the challenges of trauma-informed care. And its emphasis on core competence and unique dynamics of supervision across varied settings make it, I think, a critical resource for developing skills needed to foster resilience, to support supervisees and create trauma-informed organizational cultures. So by engaging with this text, you'll gain insights into the foundational principles of trauma-informed care and supervision, the application of these principles in diverse practice contexts. You'll see it talks about healthcare, child welfare, and military settings, to name a few, and the interplay between cultural competence, power dynamics, and trauma and supervision. So the knowledge and frameworks presented in this book will not only inform your practice, but also help you develop a leadership style that prioritizes empathy, ethical supervision, and innovation, and addressing the needs of both clients and practitioners. So I feel this will make it an invaluable resource as we prepare for roles in leadership, supervision, and consultation in counseling. Um, Trauma is a universal issue that counselors encounter regularly, and it can manifest in many ways, from acute incidents to chronic stressors. So I think that understanding trauma is foundational to effective supervision and leadership, and it ensures that both the clients and the counselors receive the support that they need. I believe that trauma-informed supervision is not just a method, but a mindset, and it incorporates an awareness of how trauma affects not only clients, but also the professionals supporting them. And so this awareness reduces the risk of burnout and secondary trauma in counselors, enhancing overall effectiveness. Leadership in counseling is about more than managing others. It's about modeling practices that prioritize safety, empathy, and understanding. And trauma-informed supervisors are uniquely positioned to influence not only their supervisees, but also the broader organizational environment. Trauma-informed supervision is built on principles that align with ethical counseling practices. So supervisors must create a safe and trusting environment, encourage collaboration and empowerment, and this ensures that supervisees feel equipped to handle the challenges of working with trauma survivors. Supervisors must be vigilant about the challenges inherent in trauma-informed supervision, and indirect trauma, power imbalances, and systemic inequities require thoughtful navigation. And by addressing these challenges, supervisors can build a foundation for ethical and effective practice. The book highlights real-world applications of trauma-informed supervision across various settings, and I think given all the various programs that people come to and the various placements that people have, I think these examples will be beneficial for us, and they'll illustrate the importance of adapting supervision to different contexts while still maintaining cultural competence. So supervisors must be prepared to address identity and privilege in their work. As future leaders, your role extends beyond the immediate, and you have the opportunity to shape practices, influence organizational culture, and mentor others in trauma-informed care. So the field is still evolving, and your contributions through research, practice, and advocacy can make a lasting impact. Trauma-informed supervision is not just beneficial, it's necessary. And so by embracing this approach, you can create environments where both the clients and counselors thrive. Leadership in counseling is about more than guidance. It's about fostering a culture, again, of empathy, resilience, and excellence. So our other book is a workbook by Hefner and Cohen, and I selected this for its alignment with the course's focus that I've placed on trauma-informed as well as effective supervision. So while trauma-informed care addresses challenges, this book emphasizes strengths, providing balance, and it equips you with tools and strategies to foster resilience and growth in both supervisees and clients, ensuring that supervision is not just about addressing problems, but also about nurturing potential. The workbook stands out to me for its practical approach. It provides structured tools like worksheets and exercises, making it, I think, an excellent resource for self-assessment and skill development. And its emphasis on the supervisor-supervisee relationship aligns with the collaborative and supportive goals of trauma-informed supervision, ensuring that all parties feel empowered and valued. The book aligns with our broader leadership goals by focusing on building resilience in supervisees and modeling effective ethical supervision. And it also encourages diversity and inclusion, ensuring that cultural and individual factors are central to supervision practices. And as future leaders in counseling, you'll benefit from the workbook's replicable framework and actionable strategies, which will equip you to foster strength-based inclusive environments. So throughout the course, we'll use the workbook to guide our learning. Weekly readings will inform our discussions, and while the exercises will allow you to practice and refine your supervisory skills, there may be some reflection activities in class which will connect to the workbook's principles, which will help your personal and professional growth, and it'll help you internalize its lessons for real-world applications. So this active engagement will ensure that you're well prepared to adopt strength-based approaches in your practice. Our weekly schedule, I think, is thoughtfully structured to introduce key concepts and progressively build your skills. So topics range from foundational supervision principles to advanced applications of trauma-informed care and cultural competence. And our weekly assignments include worksheets and reflection questions that allow you to actively engage with the material and apply your learning to practical scenarios. So your success in this course will be measured through active participation, timely submission of assignments, and thoughtful engagement with reflection questions. Attendance is crucial as this is an interactive course where your contributions matter. And additionally, all work must align with academic integrity standards to ensure a fair and respectful learning environment. And for me, that really also means that assignments need to be done on time. So I don't accept late assignments. Please make sure that you are doing them on time and that you're coming to class on time, that you're coming to class prepared to have a conversation, that you're in a place where you're free of distractions, where you have access to the appropriate technology as well as a pen and paper should we seek to be doing certain activities that require such. And I am a little bit of a stickler about these things. So if you haven't had me before, that's something that you're going to find out. So we could talk more specifically now about the syllabus, and I'll answer any questions that you might have.